Hi there, this is Valerie. Um, you may have seen a couple of my haul my haul videos, and I wanted to start some kind of process videos for you to see, maybe give you some ideas. So what I've got here right now is an art journal that I've been working on. Um, that I think is turning out really nice, and I have some more ideas, and I thought I'd let you see some of the process in doing this. Let me show you what I've done first of all with this journal. I actually started this with my kids. I took my boys to the library, and they were offering a smash book class, and of course, the boys absolutely did not like it. They thought it was a girl thing, but they stayed and humored me anyway. And in the process, the gal at the library gave me one of these. They were using these old periodicals for the smash book journals, and I like absolutely fell in love with the book. Of course, I mean, it's gorgeous. It's got some beautiful pictures in it that will make great backgrounds and things, but also just really great. The only problem with it is that the pages are really thin because it's old, and they tear pretty easily. So So you have to find a way to make that not a problem, which I definitely did. And let me tell you how I did that. I added layers, obviously, so that the pages are thicker and stronger. There are layers of sheet music, copies of sheet music. There is, I think this flowered paper here is wrapping paper, an old wrapping paper. There's, I think there's some old newsprint under here as well. I know that I covered pretty much the entire page with something. I have some layers of painting pictures from an art magazine that I cut out. Then over the top of that, I layered acrylic paint. First, I think I did mostly in white. Not all over though. And there was we used a lot of gesso for the, or not gesso, Mod Podge. A lot of Mod Podge for the, to adhere the paper and to cover over it, so that we had a texture that we could paint over. Right now I'm working on, I have a satin finished Mod Podge that I use here at home. I have several different kinds. Actually, I have, I think, a gloss finish and a matte finish as well. So I added some acrylic paints over this. The lime green color was from some chalks. I added some chalk color to it. I took an alphabet stamp. It's like a whole stamp with the entire alphabet. Let me see if I could show you which one. This one here, I showed it in a haul video. I got it for like 25 cents or something like that at the shop that sells used scrapbooking, or used, not just scrapbooking, but used supplies, at their used art supplies. They recycle the supplies so they don't end up in a dump somewhere. And I go there and I find paint and paper and all kinds of different things. And I found this stamp. And I just patted it on like that, and some pinks and some purples on the page, using just an ink. So I used that one. I put there's some punches on the background. I have dragonfly punch and small butterfly punch. Some of the smaller butterflies have kind of faded into the background, but they're there. Then I also took another product that I had found at my recycle shop is it like a texture paste. It's called a modeling gel or whatever, and I did it through a butterfly stencil that I had from, I think I got it from I know where I got it. There's a company out of Appleton, Wisconsin. I think it's Appleton. It's out of Wisconsin. Club Scrap, that's what it is. I was a member of Club Scrap for years and years and years, and almost since their conception. And I actually had to stop just 6 years ago because I had closed my store and I had gone through a divorce, and so I haven't picked it back up yet because I'm still trying to put my life back together, but I am using the products. For a long time I just kind of hoarded them, and now I have 3 little binders full of templates and idea sheets that they gave in those kits, and one of the templates was this butterfly. So I used the mold, I mixed it with I got this glaze. I thought it was an acrylic paint, and it was a glaze. So I mixed it in with the texture paste and got this really pretty blue color that I used through the stencil, and got this texture of the butterfly on my page. I also took some bubble wrap and just put it in acrylic paint and stamped it on the page. There's some Tattered Angels, like a spray ink. I don't think Tattered Angels call them spray inks, but that's pretty much what they're called these days. But I used the Tattered Angels sprays in some purples on this as well. So I'm ready to move on to the next step. This is all dry, and it's looking pretty good. It's kind of feminine, so I'm kind of staying with I've got flowers and different kinds of flowers on here from the art book and from the wrapping paper and the music, so and the punches. So I'm kind of staying kind of a feminine theme with the butterflies and the flowers, music all flowy. So I have these butterflies that I cut out, and I was arranging them on the page, and I want to color them in first, but I'm just kind of looking at where they're going to really go well on my page. I'm saving this spot right here for something special, and I'll show you that in a minute. But just arranging the butterflies so that they flow well on the page. And they're blowing away because my fan is on. It's warm. It's been warm down here in Texas the last few days, so we're our fans and air conditioning is running a lot. So I'm looking where I want to put this, where I want to put these butterflies. I want that big one. Could have it facing down. So I have to decide what I want to color these with. I want something really bright and cheerful. then the last thing I want to put on, well, there's two other things I want to do to this, and then I think I'll be close to done. I have this, it's like a double-sided sticker. Basically, you peel this off of the background, and then you get the sticker onto the clear plastic, and you can see where you're transferring it to, and then you burnish it onto a page, and then you can either rub foil or stick or sprinkle glitter, use flocking, and all kinds of things, you know, like that, will adhere to it. And then I have my butterfly. Now, if you use really thick, like glitters or, you know, chunk glitters, you're not going to get as clear a defined shape of the butterfly. The flocking, you might. I thought about trying the white flocking. I have some here. But I'm not sure I want to use that, just because I might want to use some more paints on here, and then that would really muddy the flocking, and I don't know if that would turn out the way I want it to. So I am definitely going with the glitter route. I considered a couple of different glitters. I have like a dark blue here, but I think it's too dark for what I'm doing. I had a lighter blue, but I think it's going to blend into the background. Had some green, this candy glitter from, I want to just say that it's from, it's one of the companies I did business with, and I can't remember. You all will know. It's been a while. But I think I've decided to go with this pink glitter. It's a little darker pink than the page, so I'm hoping that this butterfly really pops off the page with that glitter. So I think that's what I've decided. And this came in a little set of like 7 glitters that were in Caribbean colors. It says Barbara Trombley, Original Art Glittering System by Art Institute Glitters. And it was a Pee-wee kit that was offered. I believe I bought it through the Angel Company, which is the stamping company that's now out of business. I used to sell angel stamps. And if I ever give you a tour of my scrap room here, you will see that I have thousands and thousands of dollars worth of Angel Company stamps. They're all in CD cases. They were all unmounted CDs, and I've unmounted all of my rubber stamps as well. So if I ever show you that, you'll see what I mean. But I have tons of them. So I think I'm going to go with this pink glitter. But before I do that, I need to decide. Oh, and the last thing that I want to do is I want to put some kind of a journaling phrase on here. And I don't have one in mind right now. I do have tons of them saved on Pinterest and other places. And I have tons of word stamps. I don't think I'm going to use a word stamp because I don't have like those philosophical ones that most of my word stamps were for card making. And I haven't really bought any that are just kind of philosophical. And I want something, I don't know, sparkly about something strong and motivating, but happy. And now I've got glitter all over this page in different colors. So I need to decide what material I'm going to use to color my butterflies. And I want them to be kind of a bright color. So does anybody have any ideas? I think I'm just going to go with, I think I'm going to go with Prisma colored pencils, because I think that when used, there's a technique with the Prismacolor pencils that when you do the technique, the Prismacolor pencils are just bright and vivid. And so I think I'm just going to color these butterflies with some Prismacolor pencils and use a bit of that technique, and I'll show you in a minute what that'll look like. So I'm just going to pause the video for a moment while I gather my supplies, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I've got my Prismacolor pencils, and then I have my little bottle of this is what is this? I'm trying to remember. I bought it at the hardware store. It's an, oh, I know what it is, an odorless, I want to say it's an odorless mineral spirit. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've been doing this so long, I forgot the name, and I haven't taught classes or purchased any of this in a long time. This bottle has lasted me forever. I want to say it's an odorless mineral spirit, or something similar to that. And basically, I'll show you what I use it for if you haven't done this technique before. Because it's really cool. I've used to use it on cards all the time. So I want to grab some colors that I'm going to use, probably some pinks and some purples. I don't have a lot of purples, do I? I thought I had some purples. So I got some more pink. It's a different color. Add some yellow, some teal, some more different color yellow. Really don't have any purples. I'm surprised. Well, really wanted some purples in this. Okay. I don't know what happened to all my purple Prismacolors. They took a walk, I guess. Because they're definitely not here. Either that or they're in the bottom of a box in the garage. Wait, here. This is a purple. That one will work. That's a purple. Okay, so what I'm going to start doing is just kind of coloring in some areas on my butterfly. And you don't have to, if you go real light, you don't have to go real dark. And then what you do is you take, and this is a sponge-topped bottle, and you just, whoop, you got a little too much. You just get some on the end. These are paper stumps. Basically, it's a rolled pressed paper that are like little pencils. And you just take and color in your colored pencil. And you get this really bright, it blends them really well is what it does. And you get this bright, vivid color, consistent, unlike when you first colored it. So I'm going to go ahead and color this in. And one of the things I like about this is that you can do different shades. Like I'm coloring just around the edges of this, and I'm going to bring that pink color into the center and get lighter as I go to the center, so that I get a variation in the color and tone on here. So I just colored around the edges. And I'm going to take my, oh, I need to clean my purple off. And to clean it, all you got to do is a couple times on a paper towel, dab it, and then you go ahead, and I like to do it in circles, and I'm bringing that pink into the middle because I did it really dark on the edges so that I could drag that pink toward the center, and it gets lighter as I go to the center, and I can pull that pink into the center without having colored the center. This is a way that, and I still have that vivid pink color. This is a way that I can create a little difference in it. And it's a little lighter toward the center. Now it'll have to dry. This Mineral Spirits actually has, it will kind of look like an oil stain on your paper if you just put it on plain. So it does change the color of your paper, and it will dry kind of with a stain. It doesn't like evaporate out like water does. So you want to be careful of your kind of the saturation that you use, because if you want a light color, you don't want that saturation to kind of show through. So again, I colored out the outside edges, and I'm just going to do in circles and kind of drag the color in to the rest of my butterfly. I almost wish I hadn't cut these out first now, because it's a little harder to color them when they're not on a larger sheet. So there you go, and it's kind of a brighter color. And now I'm thinking, now that I've colored them in, I might actually want to really closer fussy cut these so that I can pop those wings up a little bit, maybe with some pop dots on the page. So that's what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to go ahead and color the butterflies and get them mounted on the page and fussy cut these out. I'm also going to get my burnish my like sticker on there and get the glitter adhered on there, and then I'll come back with part 2 of this video and let you see my ending process and my thought process for my ending, for ending this, my word choices and that, and then I'll give you a close-up look at this art journaling page. So I'll be back. Thank you.